friends and family, welcome back to our channel. This is your host Dr. Kevwe, and in today's video I've chosen to talk about the International English Language Testing System examination, popularly known as IELTS or IELTS as the case may be. As many of you already know, this exam measures the English language proficiency of people who do not speak English as a first language but aspire to study or work in places like the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and even America, where English language is spoken as a primary means of communication. If you have written this exam one or more times without any success, or planning to write the exam for the first time, then I've got an open secret that may clench your success in your next sitting, only if you choose to take my advice on board and practice well enough. For those who have taken and passed this exam, please do well to head to the comment section at the end of this video to tell us what you think worked for you. I call this game-changing information an open secret because it's by no means new stuff. Unfortunately, not everyone is aware, and many candidates continue to go into the exam ignorant of these simple facts, with unsuccessful outcomes when the results are eventually released. But that doesn't have to be the case anymore. Stick with me till the end of this video for the full details. For the benefit of those who haven't done any research about this exam but are beginning to think of taking it, the IELTS is a 4-section exam. There's speaking, where an examiner asks you questions like tell us about yourself and other things relating to a wide variety of topics, and they just want you to continue talking until they ask you to stop each time. That section shouldn't be much of a problem, and indeed a lot of people do pass that section. Then there's listening, where a multimedia screen is played. Someone begins to go through kind of like a passage, and then on your question paper you've got blanks that you have to fill in based on what you hear. A lot of people don't have problems with this section as well. I mean, from my experience, I've noticed that with the speaking and the listening, everyone I know has literally passed those 2 sections. The major problems appear to be with the reading section and the writing section, and it's based on this statistic that I will be talking about an open secret. To help you guys understand this open secret better, it's important for me to share my experience of the examination. I'm not sitting here as an English expert or a maestro. I did find the exams challenging like many of you have, but I was able to pass first sitting. So I'm sure that what I'm going to share today is likely to resonate with a couple of you out there, and I hope that you do take all the information on board. I wrote this exam in August 2016. I had gotten conditional offer to the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine to come study a master's in public health at the time, and other than my proof of funding, the IELTS examination was one of the requirements needed for me to get an unconditional offer. So I booked to take the exam on really short notice, prepared with the general material that everyone else uses out there at the time. I eventually scored 8.0 in speaking, and the overall you can score is a 9. In listening, I was much better there. I scored 8.5. But then when it comes to reading and writing, I scored 7.0 over 9. Now, as a medical doctor, the cutoff for most of the things that you would want to do is 7 over 9. So you need to score a minimum of 7 to be able to use this IELTS results for whatever you need to. Some schools require you to score that high as well, while some schools do not even require the IELTS results. They'll just take you if you have things like the West African Examination Council English language credit. Even if I had really short time to prepare for this examination, how did I manage to click 7 on the dot? I went to Ibadan that evening, got into the hotel that I would stay overnight and then go to the exam center the next morning. And that was when something occurred to me that I had not really paid attention to the Road to IELTS study materials. I decided to open the Road to IELTS study materials, and that was when I came across the videos that clinched my success. And what did these videos have? Eventually realized that for a typical paragraph, there's what they call the topic sentence. The sentence that's kind of like summarizes the main idea about what you want to say in the paragraph. It always kind of like starts the paragraph, and after that, everything else then follows. So if you have a question that says, what was this paragraph talking about, you necessarily don't need to read through all of that paragraph to be able to answer that question. The mistake I've seen a lot of candidates making is attempting to settle down to read through the entire paragraph. When it comes to the IELTS exam, you do not have time to read through the entire paragraph. You do what we call skimming and scanning, and with the knowledge that there's what they call topic sentence, you can quickly glance through, have an idea of what that paragraph is talking about, and then you head to my next open secret, which will be the concluding sentence, the sentence that kind of summarizes everything the paragraph has been talking about. So when you come across questions that say, in summary, what was that question talking about, you don't need to read through all of the paragraph to be able to answer that question, because you find the answer right there in the concluding sentence. I took that knowledge of topic sentence and concluding sentence to the writing section. With the writing section, there's usually two parts. There's a 20-minute part, which is kind of like the part one. You'll be required to interpret the data that you see on maybe a graph or a pie chart, and it's 20 minutes. It carries less marks compared to the second half of the writing exam, which is 40 minutes. So they give you kind of like a topic and ask you to discuss. With that knowledge of knowing that each paragraph has to have a topic sentence and a concluding sentence, I decided to write my essays in that format. I didn't have enough time to practice with this information, but I was still able to click on that all vital 7/9 that I needed to be able to do what I did to come to England. I believe that if you're watching this video, you've still got quite some time to be able to practice, to be able to go back and research all of this. Fingers crossed. I really hope that it works for you. For those who've already written and passed these exams, please don't forget to tell us in the comment section what you thought worked for you. Do you agree with everything I've said? Was this your open secret as well that helped you clinch the exam? Please let us know. And for everyone else, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to like this video and share. Thanks for watching this video. Catch you in the next one. Bye.